Hello, 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 everybody. Live from Brooklyn, New York. This is another episode of LBR. This episode's a rarity today. No Joseph, no Sherm. Sunday, March 31st, 2019. I'm the host today. I'm Quincy, and you can introduce yourself.
Hey, y'all. My name is Cheyenne. I typically am on a different podcast on the network, but I'm filling in for Sherm today. Happy to be here.
Okay, glad to hear that. We'll be talking about three things. We'll be talking about Gronkowski retiring. We'll be talking about Conor McGregor retiring, and a big fight coming up in about a month. Canelo Alvarez versus Daniel Jacobs. We're going to start off with Rob Gronkowski now.
Yeah, that's
What do you rank him in all-time tight ends?
an all-time tight ends. He's definitely at the top of the list. I'm. I mean, you gotta give him his props. Like, he has the most receiving touchdowns in the league. Like, he does the work. He comes out positive attitude, ready to win. I mean, I know if you're not a Patriots fan, then you hate the Patriots. It's just common law in the NFL.
I don't hate the Patriots. I'm not a Patriots fan.
I'm a Giants fan. I hate the Patriots by blood. It's just natural. That's just how I gotta be. But honestly, I give props where props are due. And Gronk put the work in. He spent 9 years with the team, and he put the work in. He wasn't just out here deflating balls. He was doing the job. So
You're definitely right about that.
So I gotta give it to him.
I'd say he's probably like at least a top 10 tight end of all time.
Definitely a top 10.
Yeah. One of
Yeah.
the greatest tight ends. He's got 3 rings, right?
I believe he has 3.
Yeah. Because I remember that he lost to the Giants in one. Yeah.
But
He's one of the greatest tight ends of all time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm surprised he only played 9 years. He did what he did in only 9 years. That's pretty impressive.
I'm honestly shocked he's leaving so soon.
Yeah.
Like, I know Brady probably pulled him to the side and was like, "What are you doing? We don't retire." Like, Brady's like, "I got another 20 years in me. Where are you going?" Like, like, I already know what that conversation is in the locker room.
Yeah.
But I am shocked that he's going so soon,
Yeah.
which makes
How
me
old is
wonder. I think he's about to be 30.
Wow.
Yeah, he's 29 going on 30. And he was on top of his game, and maybe he just wants to retire on top of his game rather than play until he has nothing left. A lot of people like to retire with a Super Bowl win in their pocket.
Right.
And maybe he was like, "Hey guys, we did it. I got a couple rings to leave with. I'm going to leave while I still have my health before somebody knocks me out."
Great career for Rob Gronkowski. You know, I mean, that really catches me by surprise. He is an impressive player, done what he's done in such a short amount of time, not even a full decade. You know, that's pretty impressive. You know,
But how well do you think the Patriots are going to do without him?
well, the thing is, I don't think they're gonna do. They probably might do bad, but they'll still do good at the same time because they sort of adapt.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean? Like that's what they've been doing basically for the entire 21st century. The Patriots are the best football team of the 21st century.
Unfortunately.
Well, I mean, that's not a bad thing. You know, they're a great team.
Again, I'm a Giants fan, so it's a bad thing.
Well, so am I actually am one too.
Okay.
I actually am one too, but I don't have no hate for the Patriots. We got them twice in the Super Bowl.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I got no gripe against them. There's nothing I have against them. You know, we beat them twice. We're one of only 2 teams to beat them in the 21st century.
This is true.
That's something like I got no reason to hate them. And I mean, people say that they cheat. They've cheated to do their thing, but the point is, Rob Gronkowski, he's one of the great tight ends of all time. I'd probably put him like top 10 between 8 and 9.
Yeah, I feel that. I would probably put him maybe either like around 5. I'd put him
5?
up there. Yeah, I'd give him that. Like I said, he does have the skill. I agree with you. I think the Patriots they're not going to do bad. Like you said, they adapt. I think their winning secret is with Belichick. Like he's just a dominant coach. Like he goes
Belichick
out there.
and Brady.
Brady,
I mean,
I think
Brady
Belichick could
definitely-
still build a winning team if he lost Brady.
It's a possibility, but I mean, this guy is a real huge chunk of his success. I mean,
True.
that's,
That's true. Brady probably makes it a little bit easier on him. But I think if you had like a trash coach and Tom Brady, it still wouldn't be able to work. Like you need to have somebody coming up with fire plans behind the scenes and then somebody able to make those plans happen on the field. And if you have somebody with like terrible plans and then Brady's just out here trying to freestyle it himself or follow like this coach's plans, then it's not going to mesh. You have to have a good coach to quarterback relationship there.
seems like you know a little bit more football than me. You probably do. I mean, football's probably like my third or fourth favorite sport. So.
I mean, football's definitely my number one. You'll probably have me on these next two topics.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's probably. I'm a big fighting fan. I'm more of a fighting fan than football.
Yeah, everybody has their thing.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to say on Gronkowski and him retiring?
I mean, all the best to you, Gronk. I'm sure he's probably gonna get some kind of like broadcast TV deal next. He's gonna be on somebody's news show talking about what's going on in NFL. So, all the best to you. No hate over here. Just want to see a level playing field between Patriots and Giants next year. So we'll see what happens.
I don't think that will happen.
I know. We're working on it. We're trying. So, but all the best to you.
Okay, so now the next topic we'll be talking about is Conor McGregor retiring.
Yes.
One of the best. Well, yeah, he is one of the best. I'm not gonna hate on him. You know, he's 21-4. You know, definitely was an impressive fighter throughout his career. He's definitely one of the biggest, probably the biggest draw in UFC. I'm not sure. I gotta look that up, but he definitely made UFC a lot of money. You know
He did, definitely.
Yeah. He's one of the best fighters of all time. He's one of the best UFC fighters of all time in recent memory, probably modernly. You know. But, anything you guys have to say on Conor McGregor?
I mean,
do you have any knowledge of?
I have brief knowledge on Conor McGregor. I know he just had his fight in October with Khabib.
Yeah,
and he lost that one.
Yeah.
And then there was like rumors that he was planning to jump back in July, and now all of a sudden he comes out and says he's retiring.
Yeah,
it's just kind of wild.
Yeah, that is honestly. I think he'd retire on a win at least. You know what I'm saying? Especially the way he had lost to Khabib. I mean, but I knew someone was telling me he was gonna lose that fight that he had against Khabib because he hadn't fought in so long. I think it was about the first time in almost 2 years he was fighting when he fought Khabib.
Yeah.
Because in between that time he fought Mayweather in a boxing match, and then I think he fought somebody. I forgot he fought somebody in one. He ended up having 2 titles. At the end of the fight, it was in early 2017.
I think he got a little too cocky. He was like, I'm going to go leave MMA, go to boxing, then I'm going to leave boxing and go back to MMA. And he thought he could just do it all and knock everything out and like...
Right.
But you can't leave MMA for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then be like, I'm just come back and win. Like, there needs to be a little bit more prep. Especially with such a big fight like against Khabib.
Yeah, and that dude is a wrestler too. Wrestlers are probably the hardest people to fight. Probably, honestly, in my opinion, they probably are the hardest people to fight because most fights end up being grappling matches anyway, and UFC allows that, so he's gonna win all the time.
Right.
You know, that's not McGregor's specialty at all. So.
But what do you think about, apparently there were, the day after he announced his retirement, there were sexual assault allegations released on him, like immediately the day after. And everyone's wondering, is there some kind of tie-in here? Did he say, I'm going to get out before they can get me? Like, what?
I have no idea. I'm not even going to lie to you.
It sounds a little suspicious to me.
Yeah, because I didn't even... To be honest with you, I didn't even hear about that. I did not even hear about that.
Yeah, it was apparently just like they just announced it on Twitter or something. Wow. But yeah, they were talking about somebody in his camp said there's no connection to the two, but it just felt really random for McGregor to go from, I'm going to be back in the ring in July to quick announcement, I'm retiring. And then very next day, sexual assault allegations in Ireland. Like, I don't know. It seems a little fishy to me, but we don't have all the facts. So we're just going to let that one rock. But as far as Conor McGregor is concerned, allegations aside, all of that, he's definitely one of the best fighters out there. He's done the UFC good. And who knows? Maybe he won't even stay in retirement. I don't think he's done.
I think he's only 30 years old, too.
Yeah, I think he definitely has a lot more fight in him.
Yeah.
And it's pretty early for him to call it quits like that.
Yeah. Yeah, just like Gronkowski with football. Yeah. Both of them are retiring pretty young. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's the same like state of mind. Maybe he wants to get out before somebody hurts him or whatever it is. I mean, there's definitely a lot of people that battle it out till the end, and they end up with injuries they don't recover from. They end up affected in ways where they can't, like, play or communicate with their family the way they used to.
Right,
and maybe they just don't want to go out like that. And that's fair, especially in this day and age. A lot more athletes are paying more attention to their at-home life or their after-the-sport life. They're playing the sport for a few years, and then they'll jump on and get their own show, or they'll join a news show or anything like that and keep their career going in a field that they love in a way that's safe. So it would make sense to me, but still, I know we all want to see them out there on the field, in the ring, all of that.
Yeah.
Pure entertainment.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But, I mean, they putting their bodies on the line out there, you know what I'm saying, for our entertainment, you know. That's why. And, I mean, they worked hard to get there. That's why I don't ever hate on athletes, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, it's a lot of work to be out there.
Yeah, definitely.
And a lot of risk.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Growing up, I used to say, like, if I had a son one day, I would want him to play football. And then I watched a little too much football, and I was like, maybe not. Might have to change my mind on that one. Like, see a dude get hit and fly across the field, you're like, don't think I could do that. But, yeah, it's definitely a hard workout out there.
Yeah, McGregor, yeah. I mean, the one stupid decision I'd say he did was trying to fight Floyd Mayweather in a boxing match.
Yeah.
I mean, like
A sport that's not even yours.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like, it's a whole different ball game.
Like I said, he's cocky. Like, he thought he could go to somebody else's, like, territory and take over with less training than that person had.
Yeah, this guy's been doing it his entire life. Like,
this is all this guy does.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're just going to walk in and be like, I'm going to take over. Like, who are you?
Yeah, you're definitely right about
Then take a few years off from your own sport and then come back like, I'm going to win again. Like, what? Where have you been?
Yeah, that was a really stupid decision. I mean, well, I'm not going to say it's stupid because at the end of the day, he got a whole lot of money off of that. He made more money off of that fight than any fight he's fought in UFC, like, by a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't even going to hate on him on that aspect, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, if it's just about the money, then he won. He did it.
Yeah,
but if it's about, like, about winning and about, like, putting your name out there and owning that confidence that you had, then he overestimated his abilities.
He did challenge Floyd recently too. He didn't really challenge him. He's basically asked, like, would you fight Mayweather again? And he said he'll knock him out. Such and
See,
such,
cocky.
You know? I mean, of course he's gonna. You know?
just lost.
Yeah, you know, of course he's gonna say that though. Of course, I mean, that's who he is. Like, a guy like Conor McGregor would never say, "This guy is gonna be like he'll be humble probably right after he lost the fight." You know what I'm saying?
Probably. Yeah. But then, like, the next day he comes back like,
yeah.
I'm gonna beat the next guy again.
Yeah.
I don't know. McGregor's definitely entertaining. I'll give it to
him. Definitely. Biggest draw in UFC.
And if money's what he's after, then he's got it.
Yeah.
He did that. And especially with the way that he talks to other fighters and the way he bounces back and forth, then he's definitely got that entertainment value. Yeah. He's definitely got that fan base. Yeah. And he's got people following him. Yeah. I hope these supposed allegations are false and have nothing to do with his retirement. And just like Gronk, I wish him all the best, even though I don't believe he's going to stay retired. I'm pretty sure McGregor's going to come back, whether in boxing or MMA. Who knows? He might come back in basketball. We don't know. He might just mix it up.
If he
throw
gets a
everyone
career,
for a loop.
I don't think he'll do good in boxing though. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He definitely. I mean, he'd make some money, but I mean, he'd get his brains freaking beaten out. Like
True.
honestly,
Very
because I mean, he already fought Floyd, so then I mean, he could probably fight just about anybody else he wants to fight because he could get a big money fight because he's a big name. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But boxing wouldn't be a good choice for him. Nah, I don't think so. If he comes back to fighting, it should definitely be mixed martial arts. Definitely, that wouldn't be a good idea for him to go to boxing. Boxing
True.
is not you. You know, you got your license, but chill. Like you feel me? Get hit by a dude by Canelo or Triple G or something like that.
Right.
Nah, it wouldn't be good for him.
Well,
Definitely wouldn't be good for him.
well, speaking of Canelo, what are your thoughts on the Jacobs versus Canelo fight coming up?
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Our last topic is gonna be the Canelo Jacobs fight, which will be taking place on May 4th, in about a month from now. Yeah. Well, speaking on that fight, see, I'll give you my opinion real quick because I think Canelo's gonna win, but I do want Jacobs to win because, like Jacobs, he's a Brooklyn dude. You know what I'm saying? He's from Brownsville, I think it is. I think he's from Brownsville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I do want Jacobs to win. Jacobs is a good fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think Jacobs does have. He's a good fighter. He does have good tools. You know what I'm saying? But he what can I say? What can I say that it is that? Because I don't really want to say a certain particular word. You know what I'm saying? Jacobs is a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel he has what it is to beat Canelo. Because I mean, I'm gonna go just based off the fight that he had with Triple G. You know what I'm saying? Because Canelo fought Triple G. You know what I'm saying? And like Jacobs sort of like slacked off on Triple G. He had a good fight with Triple G. You know what I'm saying? That's a fight he could have won, but he just sort of stepped off the gas after about round 2 or so. And then Triple G just started outpointing him through the rest of the fight. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like he had an ego problem. He had a little ego boost with Triple G, but I mean it's not bad in a sense because he's gotten better since then. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This is a unification fight for by the way, I forgot to mention. It's gonna happen for the new promotion company. I forgot what it's called. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's spelled DAZN.
Yeah,
DAZN or something like that.
I was saying Dazen, but
yeah, something like that. Yeah. So this is gonna be a big fight right here because Canelo just recently signed after HBO had departed with the boxing business, I guess, something like that. So now DAZN is getting some new fighters, and Canelo's definitely the biggest name. Canelo's honestly, if you ask me, the biggest name in boxing right now. He's the probably, don't quote me on it, but I think so. He's probably the biggest draw in boxing right now as far as consistent fighters.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, Floyd, he does his thing when he retires and comes back, but I mean, Floyd ain't boxing consistently. You know what I'm saying? His last fight was almost 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So Canelo is after that. Canelo's the biggest draw in boxing right now.
Well, I like Canelo because he's out there for his culture, for his people. Like, everything he does is in that Mexican pride, that spirit.
Right.
So that's what's driving him. It's not about, like, money. It's not about, like, entertainment or anything like that. He's out there for his people. And you can see that in everything about him. He's like, I'm here to win, just like based solely on culture. And he's like, yeah, he wants to entertain the fans. He wants the people to have a good time. He wants them to enjoy the fight. He wants to give a good fight for everybody. But he's like, I'm here for my home and I'm here for my people. And
Right.
I can appreciate that about him.
Right. Who do you think is going to win this fight?
Honestly, if I had to put money on it, I'd put it on Canelo.
Okay.
I mean, I like Jacobs, but Canelo's already seen him get knocked out. So he's already in the mindset of this man can go down. There is a way to do it. And I just, from listening to like both of them in their press conferences, I get the feeling Jacobs, He loves the fight. He's passionate about it, but he's not as passionate as Canelo. Like Jacobs is like, I'm here for the fight and I'm here for the fans. And like I said before, Canelo's like, I'm here for my culture too. It's just, there's a little bit more in Canelo. There's a little bit more reason to win. And
there's going to be Mexicans up there. I think the fight is in Vegas, actually. Yeah, I think the fight is in Vegas in the, what's the name of that center? I think it's the same exact place.
T-Mobile
Yeah,
Arena.
the T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's where the fight is at.
Yeah.
The fight is, the Mexicans is definitely going to be out there for Canelo. Definitely. Like, you're going to hear him chanting his name and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good fight, though. I say Canelo wins a close fight, though.
It's definitely going to be close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like
Jacobs can take a hit, though.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
But it's definitely going to be close, but I still think it's going to be Canelo in the end. I think they're definitely going to go 12 rounds, and it's going to go to Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo, I mean, a lot of people might not agree with me on this, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm going based off their fights with Triple G. Canelo fought Triple G twice, as we know, and Jacobs fought Triple G once. So, yeah, Canelo, in the first fight, I'd say Triple G won the first fight. A lot of people probably might not agree with me, but honestly, quite frankly, I don't give a shit if you do or don't, you know? But Triple G, I say Triple G won. They ruled that as a draw. It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing you could do about it now. The second time, I say Canelo won. A lot of people don't agree with me on that, but Canelo actually did win. A lot of people think Triple G won that fight. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to basically compare it to their fights with Triple G. You know what I'm saying? But Jacobs is a little bit better from when he fought Triple G, because remember he fought Triple G in 2017.
Of course.
Yeah. So I'd still have to go with Canelo because Canelo has also gotten better too. You know what I'm saying? Like Canelo, the first fight I ever seen Canelo have was against Mayweather, and I mean Mayweather was really. You know Mayweather. You know how Mayweather fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even have to explain that. Like, if you've seen that, this at any time you free. If you haven't seen it, watch Mayweather versus Canelo. And if you did see it, just watch it again anyway. It's a pretty good fight.
Honestly, last time I saw Mayweather fight, it just looked like a lot of dancing to me. Like, not too many swings on his part. I mean, he probably hits when it counts, like hits where it matters, but like it was just a lot of tiptoeing around the ring.
Well, you know what? This ain't about Mayweather. You know, this is about Canelo. So anyway, first time I seen him fight was in 2013 against Mayweather, and Canelo's gotten so much better since then. His defense has improved, and Canelo does have the hard punch. He does have Jacobs does hit hard too, though. Jacobs definitely does hit hard, but he's worked his way up from welterweight. Because I remember seeing him fight Peter Quillen, and he knocked him out. But I mean, that was when he was in a smaller weight class. Now he's in a little bigger weight class, you know. So that's another reason. But I mean, this is a big fight, though. Big fight right here for what's the name of this company? DAZN. Yeah, because this is like their first big fight right here. You know what I'm saying? This should be great, man. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely gonna be.
And it's Cinco de Mayo. It's Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Vegas, like they're gonna be turned up because like I grew up in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
I did. Wow. So I already know they're gonna be turning up. It's gonna be a whole party that weekend plus the fight. Yo, all I'm saying is if you live in Vegas, do not drive your car that weekend. All the streets gonna be backed up. But
wow.
But yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good time. Yeah, like I said, I gotta give it to Canelo. I think he wants it more at the end of the day. And they've definitely both improved since their last fights. And they've definitely got the skill to go the entire fight, to go the distance, and to give the fans a good fight. They're definitely not getting like knocked out in like the first few rounds. They're definitely going in there to fight, but Canelo just wants it more. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I think he's going to prove that in the last few minutes.
Yeah. I also feel that Canelo could take a punch a little bit more than Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because Canelo, like just because, well, he fought, no, his last fight was against Rocky Felding, actually, back in December. But he knocked that dude out. I mean, that was just a tune-up fight for Canelo. That was just so he got something to do. You know what I'm saying? Against Rocky Felding. But his fight against Triple G before that, that was his second to last fight. He showed that he could take a hit, man. He really did, because Triple G don't hit soft. I'll tell you that. Triple G definitely don't hit soft. And Canelo just walked up to him and he fought him. You know, he fought Triple G two different ways in the first two fights, because Canelo's is a Mexican, and the Mexican style of fighting is usually stand there and just throw. You know what I'm saying? And Triple G wanted Canelo to fight the Mexican style of boxing, which he didn't do in the first fight. So he did that in the second fight. And
Right.
Canelo beat him. I say Canelo beat him. People don't agree with me, like I said. But yeah, that's another reason why Canelo in his fight against Triple G, I feel like he also showed he could take a punch a little bit. He could probably take Jacobs' punches. You know what I'm saying? Jacobs could definitely knock him out, though. I'm not gonna sit here and say that because Jacobs, I'll give him that punches chance. You know what I'm saying? But Canelo outpoints him, and fight goes to Canelo. Probably I say probably he beats him by about 2 or 3 points, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is definitely a fight I'm gonna watch. Like I said, you got me on fighting. Football's more my forte. But I do want to get more into watching it, more into understanding it, all of that. So this fight might be the one to get me into it.
Okay.
It definitely sounds like a really good matchup.
All right.
It sounds like they're gonna go like round for round, and yeah, I'll have my popcorn ready.
Okay. Well, I like to influence people to watch boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's it's great that I can hear that. It's really great that I can hear that. That's a really great sport. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect those men out there. They are warriors. They're gladiators with what they do. You know what I'm saying? But this was another episode of Let's Be Real Sports. Follow us. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. We're on YouTube. I can't remember all the promotional things. Yeah, I said Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Yeah, I don't have iPhone, so see, this is where Sherman comes in handy, because I don't know anything about Apple products. You know what I'm saying? So that was a wrap. This was a good episode today. This was QB, and what's your name again? I forgot your name.
My name is Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, yeah. I'm sorry about that.
No worries.
So for Cheyenne, this is QB. We are out. Peace.
Have a good one.